But if you no sabi, o high dan ni wi a baby a wa high na wi na nya wo de abiem. Nipa na occupy no ne de eni nti na mmara mu no ansa na wo betu obi mpo wo se wotu obi mmara kwan so wo ho a se wotu obi na o move mpo fifie ho no ma wontime nkọ keke se me kwakọgbo ewura ne demo yi ne niama wo hia mmara police nso ansa na police ebetime mpo akọrura nipa ne fie no esom kọje mmara enfi court ansa no matimi access the nipa no ne fie and baby a wahan no so what you say inti a kire say wo tell a landlord you don't have power to determine a bra obi mbre fie essence wa behan wo dan ana a bra nipa no ebia se be ejuma ye media wapon waba night wapon be 10 we will night show
makoka pono chi da until they can asem
yo wako we will night show uko ya wase time of the man na pa ho efiera eno nya wejuma wo han dan ni wi a wo control ni pa no so ne life
or say it was for the purposes of security until about 9 p.m. now me do dia the gate is going to be locked
enyamra kwan so the gate can be locked but then so if for security purpose there must be a way in through say wa ba bedru no so frewa oba na obebie gate no anase mo manu key no ntimi fa access the premises
me tena how 2.5 years me nya key da
no against your rights inti mra kwan no sanka rent control ye ejuma say rent control should bring that person into book
now you know say usually no so be back do rent control no now acquire to say litigation asem say the issue is such that the person is not willing to vacate the premises e be cry no rent and so any idea but if you me van say gate asem he say no now wa rent control say ope key if you run money key any idea now rent control aka asem na bi omo say if you run money key or the key ni ma no sa tension na rent control asem no ema ne buy no will the people be comfortable living on the same compound ana bibi sa etumi si
ade ba ko ne se me ba ejuma for instance ejuma ye we wo ba ejuma enye necessarily se obi owo ejuma mu nyina ba ye wadanfo
me cry bi mu nya me namfo
exactly sa na ko han dan a obi owo fie ho mu nyina not necessarily se ebe wadanfo
we fie we a o
metiase the business between the relationship between a fiera and a tenant a business relationship and a friendship relationship
okay
Inti
a business relationship.
A business relationship.
Purely transactional.
A transactional business.
Do see come on or the only so property the amount.
No.
That should be it.
Exactly. Entina as advice say the contract between the landlord and then the business between the landlord and the tenants no. And then a fence and tenancy agreement. Into open a behind there. The relationship no a business. Into tenant agreement no woni no mie no agreement me ba betna fie me ba genie we so we say we na me so me de be ma as say me utua dan no car this is this and this and this and this is involved. That is the relationship. So o extend it into friendship na other things eba eno no your momo personal dealings but then and I'm a personal choice. But the relationship between the landlord and the tenant, a tenancy agreement, purely transactional.
So if BBS here, it's not about relationship, I'm about outside the confines of the contract.
Enti na court umpo issue no escalate na ko do rent court. Sabe yebusa mo tenancy agreement wo he. International Tenant Union, yaka educating for even on our TikTok platform say tenancy agreements should be the final decider of any rent decision. I'll be making sure say agreement you have a tenancy agreement friend is saying
only landlord
paper so paper so
okay
usually you know so who is can you
and son tenancy agreement
exactly and no, the problem has to do with the demand and supply but then men sika until say ukra tenancy agreement
but this is on for tenancy agreement in amount now do the amount of course okay you will be only be and you will be our share that's on for tenancy agreement in amount until you have made the payment or you answer the tenancy agreement in the amount
and no first you know what committee what committee then the bachelor say what yes sika movie
Happy FM
no and no tenants be bring more problem is FAC. Men sika matter landlord need tenancy agreement. It is sika na utia no then na utia sika no ma emaye. It utia sika no ma no wie na sebio and the landlord no sebi BBC na uwa ukoju sika no yi. What is binding between you and the landlord? Into your beer ma. And I've had such issues about menim. Which years you can man if a landlord no to quine. Oko fear no be so nimno.
Well, chess can am a landlord. I'm a landlord not to quine.
Which you bear 50,000 cedis. Well, the church plane ticket account when you have a no plane ticket. Time over drew you know. Sabi.
Oko drew fear no na time no. Time 1 week ya the man or buy and landlord you see landlord no two can buy 3 days ago than one bantam. What train was what train wa. It you call this can way. If you no see a busia fee. Ono kwa no this can. Say we tenancy agreement and na eye no crese if you no busia fee and na oni ho a emrase say na ebusieni akofa issue abano they will take the liability of it and they are supposed to give you the room to
now such tenancy agreement there any receipt.
Tenancy agreement comes with receipt. Of course payment comes with receipt. All signing no even the agreement no kwa no ejitu mu se eyampa se me the dying way massimesi at the amount of ABCD area was signing for maybe 6 months, 1 year, we was signing, mensuma signing, the witness are signing, landlord witness are signing, the address the phone number.
But that can't be for me. Some even say me a landlady. I will not sign a tenancy agreement with you. I won't for you to now come and use that tenancy signed agreement. Say it is proof of payment.
No. Saying it here.
To me agreement no go and read it.
That is how
then you go and make your payment, show receipt of payment, and then we sign.
I mean that is how it is actually done. That is how it's actually done. In man conclusion of how it is done. But then there are processes. Agreements no cry landlord. I no say me agreement. It is a rules and regulations. Send landlords be brave Open tenancy agreement. Even no rent control. There is a standard agreement there. Into rent control now say me tenancy agreement and no there is a rent card. Yes a landlord or no ebe issue. And the papa muno sankana friend saying rent control ye jume year. Anka e was a tenancy agreement be a encofa rent control department.
No munshim. So they should also have a copy.
They have a copy. They are supposed to have a copy. Our system is not well regulated. MTN rent control is an institution with no powers to act.
Rendolph, hold on for me. Yanko Hamaleso. Yane a lawyer Bentachi and Tidu. Yane Chichenko Kakra. Enfa sa ensemu council anopemia mo atimo akwaba enfa no happy morning show so council apomba ko official panso
I feel come here to Ghana ye
Amen. But council, and come on here, a year rent, and send some rent control departments and some emra, yedi juma to regulate renting in this country. To one school of thought, one say rent control department emra no, aye tintin wo afia pema hankro de osia me nsam no. Come here say in our current times, enya de aye betumi edi juma yie. Uzu ni saying.
Yo, me that say. Wait, there's no happy Ghana, and then near Mass Pakistan here. Essentially, one room, you know, it wasn't such, the center wasn't role like have it today. And so maybe about B or something like that. And you never be break about system more. And I am already get some not about regulation control department. And can't you attend have a commission? They think a rent control commission. Now you should not even be control.
Miss Antia, as a baby, I would know. Wonka ye council sen ka betimi agina yie na ka enu odin kon because ensem a ka na hunya pa ke betimi anya wo sen ka betimi agina yie ma me a wada ma
I say no
okay em say yetun kan yie wada ma
okay so the American say wo sha na 1963 there ibeti na there nyema bebre atwam ama say bebre aba sector num and America say na we bitimi de ne fie kura ma wo bi BNB ana mona mu maka ne yie papa obi o fra kwantu mu na ba no abaji obi fie be 1 week na wo ko enipa no kwa bia wo mu na nim no atia ne sika enyima bebre aba system num wo hwe commercial properties amount for the rent is here akona nimpa wo hwe year condominium some buildings here amount for to near them in my high that cannot go are more complex and you know so the near to 1963 that is sakura I change it now there's what to me the man can regulate and rent control department even a dino crime a military name that I'm near control near my overshare commerce and industry in general no regulated ye jama function government ya baby obeto to near by you say yeah the interest of the underprivileged or the interest of the only good power to negotiate you know so in this case tenants no they are protecting account say you protect or regulate let's say petroleum industry the regulatory banking industry and one Daniel Manabin and Cassie rent regulatory commission not Yama more the powers. One say we near at the time we know now military reduce rent control price control in this animal system. And in a man the kind of rules are such a 70 diaphragm man beyond 6. I would take it advance beyond 6 months and the other. That's a morning, you know, because it's not reflective of current way. Nipa cry, over which they are ready for even 10 year rent advance, 5 years, whatever.
Yeah,
the law is not responding to current situation. What is it will be a good enough to say, what charge, what take more than 6 months rent advance. That's the current happening. Definitely, the law is quite outdated and does not reflect current happenings. And you know, you not have regulator, rent regulatory
commission and national authority.
We usually give them commission the new structure they are giving. Now, whatever it is, it's about the powers you give to the entity. Because when who was it? Then you know, at the time, you know, a commercial activity.
Yes.
It's the kind of regulation now. Rent Act and the buy, too pervasive, too intrusive into that commercial sector. The way here and saying, can you the almost agreement? Now, let's say, subject to approval of the commission. That commission, if I say, there was total agreement. Will be at in the one say, even the now can't even tenancy agreement, tenant in the crowd, what
dear kuche gun krata ne so no
we go crowd one to just a program about an of with the say in the womb. They think I committee to me in even which way you know what the party will be a dear tomorrow. Then whatever they agreed, then you let it work. There should be that freedom. So what you here? Now, intimate amount for so yeah, it is they say we tenant and I will pay landlord or landlady, they will pay beyond or quacoton or the abra. What will pay down a danny bean wunchino? Over Jennifer. And to both say, you had better bread in beyond and yeah, Juma. So the state will have to draw a edge and make sure, say, or more bargaining power channel, you see warm. And just add, yeah, and you allow everything to go. And just add, and you'll be got up on crowd on one giant over there. In the party moon. Once I will agree on your back and catch on home by and I state to be interested, say, you move or more. That is all that the law has.
But council, as we speak now, who say the law is defective. How then do we deal with issues of renting? If the law is defective, said the Emran said the TCC is not in tintim, said the Abaya, and said the Nema Druno, a bit to me Alpha and Yemena into consideration. How do we deal with matters and the concerns tenants? And again, net tenants inquire. Some land lords, landladies also are raising concerns. How do we deal with the very concerns that these key stakeholders within that particular we will say system are constantly making mention of?
And landlords issue and a tenants institution. The parties no peer the current system. But the current system is not responding to the needs of these people. And you say, Mrana Kasana, a boss parties in by and the Dimwakata tenancy agreement. Once it's in conformity with the law, it's that law that regulates their affairs. As you say, no, law, no, so tenancy agreement. No one say, landlord, no, but what they are signing. But what I say, my education, the question you say, yeah, the people was at least what you are there, they are fine. I won't hear they are moving to the who put and near my would say the view of one the landlord, then you can negotiate here. Why, yes, Nanka no cry and run, son, what yes, cano. But what yes, can you hear Jana is the other one, son, no. But the baby are ready. And your chain, now, I didn't same people. But my member one is for what you die. Maybe a residential property. Now, actually, one it was nothing. My main Yano. If I just store. Now, what you are taking the rent. Who was a no ban on our because I tenancy agreement, no. And son, as I say, we be that is after the signing of the tenancy agreement. Was not yet a cow. I come between you no kwa. It is that some papa once a night will be other most of the end for you. Not a video was the answer could not have a tenancy agreement.
Yeah.
Not as a near man now, more year development, more year, and no the money travel craft. And what Yakum because they say parties to any agreement, tenancy agreement. Say almost sure or manu assuming etocrata as well. Court no and yet Casafu Probi and Adanzi Probi and Tumua a better son, dear, or my dear Tumunada. Sure. Yes, I wrote evidence. What's your you party say o budget a year room mutimi ayan say na after the tenancy agreement no will reflect whatever agreement you have. It's you on that there's a subsequent agreement here. There's some people another one a best support to that and just that not that you are probably back and fast subsequent agreement no want to say because they be a would you acquaint that all better than in the store near the other. And the landlord will finally fear on you.
On to him from Mount.
And you say no agreement no and there's a make us education as a agreement to look around and just say what's about one will be secretary will probably back system and now you don't do another and the agreement the new agreement but a year back one year and so there was a Bamusa Military Commissioner amount of more powers a tier whatever as electronic platform you should be able to lodge it with the body. And so we feel another thing will be just a matter of getting to the official system to get that document.
Mm-hmm.
And you also about what and the changes that the changes they here be power because so the NASA sector they shot that time and the orientation at that time are quite different from today.
Mm. But Mamimi sir, because you bring in a very critical issue having to do with a year Emranwa and as a entiasie apamwa landowner and as a the if any dia obetin team na one obi obe han fie no assign no. How should it be done? Is it onyano a efie no yane dia no nko a ene wo se okotintimu krata ne de ba ema wode wonsa ehya ase anase se okotintim ba wo awokwa akọ ha adan no wonso wa akwanya to make an input into the agreement ama munyina makobenkro mate ase ansa na mo de wonsa ahya apam na se.
Yes, medase. And you know, I'm a man in the more direct which you said you were putting on, but exactly that's what you say. Say, a agreement is 3 a day. And she say, it's one sided. It's landlord and the landlady, or the amount, one on the side. It is a would you to me, the other means what did be our debate. And to what more when you said no. As I will call back, it's because the baby answer, what me and no crack and agreement and no cry, what you may and son what is going to be because most of the time, what is going to be what landlord or landlady now to agreement. Until that time, we'll call back what the men's are. Would you mean I won't say?
No, correct.
But wait, dear, the muting or the man I will review we are and son it can what your manual and no one more thing amount which mean negotiate. It's no landlord maybe high would then and agreement away. Then Quayamra now what Quayaba, the ancient yin, the Sican Sunia, Yituma, yes, I am amount. Simple. Then I wanted you who are warding. But when you hear the now talk of Abana would do such as yeah. Yeah, what's that? I want to say one change be no got one is our way. Once you can aha, now I am not quiet to say a landlord non quality ban. It's supposed to be two parties, will be arguing just on basic for that will be different. But I'm so educated, I saw your favor. The bread beyond wow, hide that now more double because tenants and play a year not almost weaker, party in the transaction. It's a woman that's how we can say some for us as a brother, we can't agreement. No one can say, we just say at was here, but my memory says I mentioned the due diligence. But who can put the kind of money we had? Now, where you due diligence now, we be having a for this Galana. And she may be saying, me, I and cracked no tenancy agreement, and finally a change can about what tenants.
Me ever say, wako akwa rented dine, what to sika, what pushy landlord no and as a landlady no say on fa tenancy agreement, Embra, Nanka, Monsign, several times, and I make it that call. Say landlady and as a landlord no for tenancy agreement no ma
na still a wopɛ sɛ wotɔkɔ so ɛtena efie no mu a what are the remedies available to you as a tenant a betumi afa so to make sure say on sabeka tenancy agreement no na one landlord and as a landlady no mu nsa ahyase
no dey na say rent control ya na we ga to awo because to me who can say who court say you know tenancy agreement ma it something too late to call for you know rent control now we ga to awo the critical part nyema ebebo mu ho ban no yenye and enforce nipa that's the only remedy. Are going to court to ask for court coercive powers with us to have. You need to understand because you need the solution is make sure say as an agreement is dealt with and sana because I mean
but council when you say there are some landlords and as landladies almost say on for kind of my party and sub and say tenancy agreement no be ma dey lie em for ada utu escan we are
matter of agreement it you say na make say kura me sika no nie me no obi na aba sika no dey kura ni abra na agreement na say anya e betimi aye no be even ya review no obi abu ye say or no wasn't and something it shouldn't be a problem but the nipa na is say that one so no make because you know tenancy agreement can erode whatever gains that we bring every day no more. From say, hey, be our project be if you any musa what they let's say a pub or small drinks and a job. Then the panel so they are shape say, hey, be from 6 o'clock to me more than you are. That is the opportunity for the whole man for So the tenancy agreement will define a lot of things that be if you know that is why it's so good before ube na ube tuako fie no mu na ube ye bibi no na ka agreement no wa hu ansa and if you treat the tenancy agreement with that seriousness that is the gap but any pan one farm man what you here there that is a rent control now there is a matter that rent control has the powers even as now to compel the landlord or landlady to use.
Council, anapemi no ase. Lawyer, Benjamin and Tachi and Tiedu and Artisan and Nutrition Como. Oh no. Critical point to make here and say tenancy agreement no. No say here. Rendolph.
Because and I make us say the one problem and say tenants be brave. The challenger akọ abane say demand and supply like wape dan ni bia onya nti onya konya ene de ansa na bekọ akọkra akodu fi akọdwene ho akọ abakra no oduru ho na landlord disika na ansa no obi amameje eno na koye problem sisi ya no landlord disika no na we de obi amameje no otua ni nyina. There has been an instances so a nipa na utua sika no kra ma no no na enye ono no na landlord bebre abaye ho yes criminals bebre wo krum ha ono kone na ma no ko hu dan bia no no aba and some of even the landlords no kra any oma akonaive nti ono baba ba o me agent say oh nandi e odo wako efie na odo bekomu no na say mu dansoman obi akohan akotua dan sika ma obi se nipa no na ye landlord akoho akọ access dan ni nyina no etua sika na ma no almost be 12,000 cedis owie ya dey akọ se okwakohan okwakoje dan no na landlord no se onim no bebia ontua sika ma no 12,000 ma me so sabi yetu no bebi efi na ote no ne time aso no copy paper ska kobo besia ba behind down 2 years 12,000 landlord no so onji sika on ho ndie esei ni pe ne ne magu ha if you don't mean because on one soon say sika nipa no this sika no man no nya we na landlord no enya we no this sika no man
no
sika efie no nipa no de ne ko fie ho a ma nipa no so hia no se ono landlord wo fie ha nipa wo fie ho nti yenhwe yen na montuo mu yie enya sa ese sika ni ho.
How are you helping union members now? How do I to money after say be more tenancy are dealing with the issue and I say mudi ebinumo akwa rent control department no what are the benefits omo union no mo no wo ensaka e free union
say obana be join union na automatically wo yen support e wo BBM to the extent say you put a lot of structures in place at the way about legal fencing your program aye de balancing aye guso aye huns legal aid yen oye a member as a national tenants union member na u issue ba na obe join ni na u issue ba ye be ma legal aid aye be ma lawyer
from the union
I'll be making sure so be pursue issue amount any case amount inti enonin hyehyɛ ya national tenant union edeba enche ye be ranche but other aspects no so yen so ye challenge kakra ye challenges bebre with regards to logistics near funding ye go so pe inti wo so wo ho no ma sabio bibi wo nsem kakra na wogi nia ye no etum se ampa ordinary person no ebetimi aboa no bra na be support ye companies and institutions be bra support programs are any impact crowd people so obana de untuma be boyen tuma as a union na be support ye bibi kakra na yetimi de aboa the ordinary person also so ye be gia tum ni adase esan say you hear logistics you hear vehicles in fact offices you person enter ya shemunko almost all the 16 regions and all the 270 something districts no more say be ya every district be no national tenants union office ewo ho it wins you by answer na be kompo rent control department no na nka abaye ho na ye no mi enu ya so nsem yatimi akwakoku adina wachi eno challenge inti eguso na aspect baako a with regards to your issue on housing akoye your rent laws me no okase for over 30 something years 40 years na your rent act pal ho ana yenye ehu adwuma for over many years National Tenants Union of Ghana aprea say yenye rent laws yenye rent laws sa na nyame adom President Akufo-Addo apren so ye pushi ya ne vice president ye ne minister of housing ye pushi ya na ndi ekodu cabinet the rent act 220 ekodu parliament edu parliament ye prese anka ye pass anka nompo ebe sesa niema bebre ye housing regime because out of it no nanka ye national housing authority anka rent control na ba be show mwase no manya autonomy power to be able to regulate the housing industry nanka atimi aboa even the stakeholders investors need affordable housing in Ghana but me no kasi ye ma se bedwafo a omo ewo ma se bedwemu ma yen anka wo se omo mmoa yen na yen ye die nso nya omo so mu ye die anase yesu nya omo su no om koduru ho no omo fa yen rent law na ewo ho anka beboa me ne wo tenant a ye bodwa ye di ewo market etimedia rent law etimedia rent dan
hold on yeah
dan hodo a anka betimi aboye ho ban.
That was the 8th parliament.
The 8th parliament omo fa nya hwe omo fa rent act no omo ani anko anyo omo priorities.
So there is a new parliament.
There's a new parliament.
And mobasa she mujumadi amosha be all over again.
You have to start all over again. And then none of issue na you having.
Would you say sir do not care about some of these issues?
I know the National Tenants Union of Ghana yakano several times. They do not care about the individual or the Ghanaian people. Because social renting and housing issue hasn't been a priority. Currently, according to National Statistical Service, you have a housing deficit of 2 million in Ghana. According to 2 million say kind of 2 million krana. Every year, Biano, the country needs over 100,000 housing. And sana for consistently 10 years and over to be able to bridge the gap. Currently, ahen yetiminya.
In a year.
The
last time I checked was, I think, above 30,000 housing units.
30,000 housing units, no. You hear how 100,000. Into every year, no. You're really over. Deficit of how many? 70,000. Into demand and supply is a major issue. Into landlords are taking advantage of tenants. Because, of course, the other is Sikabano. Ono benya. And as I say, yen yanamo Nigeria for being so swababe du krumai. Your landlords no so far as 100 Ghana cedis Nigeria ni no sebio or the ultimate 500 Ghana. Of course, until say there's no regulation. So what I say, and now you know so your friend is saying agent, and so taking advantage. Into where lies the authority of the rent control? Into meaning because you need.
And where lies the interest of the tenant?
Of course, the interest of the tenant. Who
is really caring for the interest of the tenant?
Nobody.